What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and something out Let's Build a City in Minecraft. This is episode number 60, and we are live, and my mic is working. I have to check it every time, you know. It's awkward when it doesn't work, and I don't realize that for a while. That's always, like, the worst. Anyway, Discord updated. That's great. Really was not a necessary update, but thanks anyway. It's more like it is on PC now for phone. Anyway, R. It's the wrong letter, Jam. First, E. Nice. Okay, so this is the hockey stadium. My god, that looks a little bit strange. Only a little bit, though. It's not that strange. Balls. Ow! So, I have no plan. That's about as far as our stream goes. That's the end. Just kidding, that's not the end. That'd be pretty funny, though. That definitely would be something I would do to keep the streak alive, though. I want to come over here and see what we were doing last time. And see how all this connects up, anyway. Also, I'm probably going to either repurpose this or get rid of it. It's not airport worthy. BRB, enjoy. So, anyway. Circle. Here's the bank that we made last time. That logo sucks, but I'm not bothered to change it. So inside's a little bit bare and blank, but I'm also not bothered to change that fact. Imagine being? I don't have to imagine being. Imagine being right back, though. Maybe we could, expand this area. Ooh, the shopping center, I can't really expand that much. Didn't think about that very much. I can probably throw like one or maybe two more stores I could get away with, but do something small and then something a little bit bigger. Could put a restaurant in here. Do we have any like dinner restaurants? I know we have an IHOP. Oh, we do have Pizza Hut, but that's kind of fast foody. There's nothing fancy. Thinking about like Fridays or something. I might throw Fridays in here. Why not? Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I don't know where I was gonna go with that sentence. I did a shocking thing and I made more LN2 progress. Trees are done! First chapter is not, though. I'll update when that's done. Maybe I don't want to make it Fridays. Is there anything else that I can think of that's not fast food? And not pizza. Although most pizza restaurants are fast food. Well, not all. Hello, Jagger. Hello, Gaming Crew. Nobody asked, Gomga. Nobody asked you anyway. I'm back. Welcome back. Frick. One sec. Let me just scroll through my restaurant tutorial playlist. Not gonna follow and just want to get some inspiration, or some ideas, rather. Not inspiration. Let's go to the bottom. Give me like 4 days, because it's a long playlist. Oh no, it was not that long. Ooh, I could make Denny's, or Red Robin, or Golden Corral. Golden Corral might be what I take my shot with. Well, maybe not. Panera? Panera might not be a bad one to do. I'll throw a Panera in here. Why not? Not Panera Crash. That's not quite what we're looking for, guys. Building. Good to know they all look like the one I made. See, but then I don't want to do it now, because I don't want to make it again, even though I've already made it like that. Hold on, let me go back to my restaurants playlist and kind of just, like, waltz myself into the middle of it. Right around here. Shake Shack. I have not made Shake Shack in a while. Buffalo Wild Wings. Olive Garden. Cracker Barrel. Nothing's clicking very hard. White Castle's fast food. Panda Express, I think, is fast food. I don't know, I saw one idea that slightly appealed to me. That was up here. Shake Shack was what it was. Yeah, I'll throw a Shake Shack in, because I haven't made one in a while, so I can at least do something with this that's a little bit different. And then I was going to remake that eventually. But I didn't. Shake Shack's not fat. Is it fast food, actually? Wait, I have a page opened of this, don't I? Let me make sure I don't pick the exact same image, because that'd be pretty funny. Oh, I didn't pick an image, I just have it open. I'll pick a lame-looking one for that purpose. Their logo is a green burger. Not extremely original, but it exists. Okay. Let's actually start doing something productive now. This is not very green, is it? No. I guess I can make it like... looks like the Pizza Hut logo, but green. I don't think this is going to be very easy to get right. That... Let me try spelling it out and see how long it'll be if I do. Nothing fancy with the font, is there? No. I'll throw in the old 2.5 block letters again, because those are a lot nicer than the 3... Well, they're as easy to function, but they're also, in case it wasn't obvious, smaller. I'm actually gonna spell it backwards, so I can start from this side and say I have 1, 2, 3. Maybe it starts here. Well, is that Gaming Pro? How do you spell shack again? Hold on, I'll get there. Give me a second. There we go. What are we defying? Oh yeah, I have a very interesting question for you guys. And yeah, it's interesting. I don't really know what you expect. Or it's, I guess if you think it's interesting, I don't know. But make that centered. Yeah, okay. They're having a super secret RTX MS. This is PlayStation now, you nerd. So actually, I'm not, but I kind of am. I fiddle with it a little bit, but it's kind of really stupid and finicky, and does not work extremely well, to be entirely honest. Okay, so my question is... Hold on, let me think what letter I need to put here. Okay, E. Frick. Would you, specifically tomorrow, who would want to see me do a stream where I build Lego sets? Because I have 2 Lego sets, and they're kind of just chilling, waiting for me to build them, and I'm like, I could build them for a stream. So what is the thought on that? Still kind of debating it as a general idea, because it's kind of weird to do, but, like, you know, I have them, I could just, like, build them, I don't really know. Hack the Whack? Mystery Shack? How'd you know? Sure, alrighty. I'm gonna assume you're saying yes to that, Gaming Pro, even though you probably aren't. How do you spell shake? Almost there. I figured. See, now that Gamga said yes, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, guys. That's a joke, by the way. Hack Shack. I'm gonna hack your shack. It's a little bit much, but what else do you want me to do? Color changing. Not entirely green, but I want to fiddle with it for a second here. Looks like a shelf. Not quite what I'm going for here. Looks even questionable. Never go hack the shack. No, please don't. Okay, so there's a gap, right? What am I even doing right now? That isn't exactly what did that even just do? I'm so confused. Hold on. Okay, no, the logo's a lost cause. I could do banner letters. I could go to the dark side. Yeah, I know. I dislike. Wait, actually, wait. Hold on. I think I know this location. No, it's New York. Darn, I thought it was DC, but it's not. It looks like the DC one. Frick, if I were not in a texture pack, I'd be using Lycra Terracotta, but... Milkshake? What are you on about? Like, what milkshake shack? What is... Just, what is this? I mean, I'll take a milkshake, but, like... You know, Shake Shack has good milkshakes. So does, a lot of places. There's a place... Oh my god, I forget the name of it. It's in St. Louis. High Point, that's what it is. Greatest milkshakes ever. I love their milkshakes. So an oak wood plank floor in. At least what will end up being a floor. I'm gonna obviously change that so it's not quite like that, but it's just kind of getting some layout down, you know? Question is, do I want to do it like that, or do I want to do it without that on the side? I'm feeling not that on the side. 1, 2, hold on. I can't count that for some reason. Wait a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's actually line up. Not quite. It'll line up with 3. So would 7s work? I think 7s would actually come kind of close to working. Because that would be 7 there. That should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work unless I screwed up. Which I did not. Nice. Last time I made this, I made the words like up and down. I guess vertically is the best. But vertically just sounds weird to me. I don't know why. Oh, wait, no, this should be here. I guess it could be both spots. Do window, not window, window, not window, window. So I want to do just the 3 middle as the windows. I might actually do that. That might make more sense. Because then I can put questionable things on the outside. Which I might not even do the inside, so I don't exactly know what the point of that is. But you get the general point. Well, no, I'll definitely do the inside at some point, probably. Well, depends how city rolls. Can't really give a firm answer to this. Anyway. I'll go. Ah, that's what I'll go. I'll go 4 high. Alrighty. Frick. Community moderation. Haha! I've discovered a weakness. Not really a weakness. 1 minute of slow mode seems absurd. I don't know why that's the automated setting. Nice work. Thank you and hello, Black Pirama. Haha, slow mode's on. I'm probably immune to it though, because I'm just that cool. Not because I own the channel or anything, no. You're immune to it, JM. You just sent 2 messages in 5 seconds. Or less than 5 seconds. It's so, we don't have spammers. Had a few of them, they're, annoying. Gotta time you out, Gamga. Ah, see, but you do care. It affects your need to be a Discord mod. I don't know. It's not even Discord, but whatever. Nobody asked. Okay, so this is specifically so I can punch out this row. Is that the row I even one punch down? I guess it works. Such an ugly block, man. Why would you ruin all of the terracottas like this? Even tough looks better than them. Why are you stone? Because I'm at a loss. 1, 2, 2.5. Actually, I don't need that top one. Never mind. That is quite wide. Make sure it actually lines up properly. It probably doesn't. Yep. What did I do then? Oh, I just didn't bring that side far enough, did I? Is that my problem? No, that's not my problem, although there is a problem. How do I always do this? Okay, I don't think I need this anymore. And I'll just make the middle one 6, I suppose. That seems like a fairly logical fix to this, and then, you know, it'll even itself out, hopefully. Sort of. I mean, I'll have to do things, but... Also, probably get rid of this. And just make it stone. Unless I don't keep it stone, which I might not. I might switch it. But it gets the point across, you know, that it's gonna have to be changed. Hello, Zach. Only really can talk about the mods. Yeah. Considering, I have no more managing mod. make it one off either side then. I think. If my brain has powered right. Hello, Patty. Hello, Goldwood. Ah, yes, everybody be joining now. Alright, is that... I don't like the stone. I still don't like the stone. Nor the acacia, actually. The acacia's kind of... Or the birch, I mean. It looks like acacia. Leave me alone. Acacia wouldn't even be any better. Acacia's not a bad block. I kind of want that orange, though. Maybe not. Maybe I want it like a white. Smooth quartz, is that a white enough block? I think that'll work. But then the stone should be darker. So I might make the stone either dark oak or, ironically, acacia. Texture pack, man. See, I would not be struggling with this if I had no texture pack on. That's the funny part. Does dark oak work well? That should work. And that'll make the letters kind of pop off it more. What's Crazy's fault? What are we blaming Gomga for? Part of it is, but most of it isn't, actually. Assuming I'm understanding this right. He didn't do anything bad this time. For you joining. Fair enough. Okay, maybe it is his fault. It's always his fault. Okay. Just remember that, guys. When in doubt, blame Crazy. S. Something is not being kind. Could I push this up half a block? That slightly defeats the purpose of everything that I've done, but... I have a different idea. Which is just as annoying, but... New clay, and then I'm gonna just throw the smooth quartz under here. And then it will keep the same effect that I wanted and just change the way it kind of functions. And also change the height of things, because the height I was trying to go with, which was squeezing it down, was too short. When it's raining, blame Gomga. When your pets don't behave, blame Gomga. When it makes a mistake, blame Gomga. Exactly, Gaming Pro. You got the message. Can't get a girlfriend? Blame Gomga. When your shoe comes untied, blame Gomga. It's Gomga's fault. Ah! Sorry, that was scary. Nightmare fuel. No, it's dumb. We're gonna have to do some weird things to get this to work. Well, a little weird, but not extremely weird. What did I have someone this is? Somebody did that to me. My shoe, my shoe was untied, right? My right shoe, maybe, I don't know. Not that that's important, but one of my shoes were untied, and they untied my other one. I was like, wow, thanks, so helpful. I'm going because I can't tie my shoes. That's tough. Especially if your shoe comes untied. Always an awkward situation. Just learn on the fly, easy. Okay, yeah, that looks slightly off lopsided. Perfect. Such a nice person. That's funny, Goldwood, but also true. Maybe I don't get that double thick. Maybe I just get it single thick. Ah, my stairs! Looks okay. And then I guess the brick will come up further. Like this. And then that works. And then maybe I can squeeze a small store at the end. Although I'm not sure if I can. I'll try. I feel like an ace or something. Snake Shake Shack? What? But it's funny. It's funny, Zach. You can't lie about that. But that is a little far. Hello, T-Jock. I'm not gonna get into it, but I had to change it for reasons. But yeah, things happen. Alright, not my greatest work. Nothing in this city is my greatest work. My tutorials are my best city builds. And it's not even really a close competition. I'm gonna just do the same what I did on that with this. Because I'm lazy. And I think it doesn't look bad. Funny, but a little far. Well, if Gomni's agreeing with it, like, you know. Then fair enough. I'll do that. Tripping hazard, but that's funny. I like tripping hazards. Love seeing someone do the old face plant into the floor. Actually, I think I could fit a store here as well, because imagine being the guy that lives here, right? You just go out your back door and just, you know, hop the fence that you would probably have if you're this close to a store, and then just, you know, go grab, I don't know, the milk. Because your dad never came back with it. Sorry, I had to make the joke. Gaming Pro, you are the joke. You're just a walking joke, like, seriously. You ever wondered why everyone laughs at you? Make a gate for the fence. Nah, that's lame. I just hop it. And also, like, fence gates are the least secure thing on planet Earth. I could literally, like, kick down the fence, and it would be more secure than the frickin' fence gate. If you have eyes and hands, you can open the fence. If you don't, that's unfortunate, to be honest. I'd rather just have to hop my fence every day. You know, I'd eventually get pretty good at hurdling. Practice makes perfect, especially when you face plant. Anyway. What do I put here as a store? Let me check what I have at the other one. Lowe's, so we already have our home improvement, so I shouldn't do Ace. I can probably just tell from the middle. Target and Walmart are, okay. So I can just go with, like, a grocery store. What is a popular grocery store brand? Kroger? Kroger's the first one that comes to my mind. Second, really. Michael's isn't a grocery store, though. That's a craft store. Possibly a metal fence, but not a metal fence. Yeah, if you're hurdling a metal fence and you fail, that would hurt. I'll tell you that for a fact. Also unrelated, but, right, but speaking of pain, I frickin' yesterday we were, at family, or yeah, with family, over at family, I don't know. And there was a glass table, right? And I accidentally slammed my knee full force into that glass table, and it really hurts still. This is like 24 hours ago, and it still really freaking hurts. Hello, Will Cool Kid, what you doing? The city, that's what I'm doing. Um, look sign. There we go, that's my detailing. Trying to think of a grocery store to make. That's what I'm currently doing. It's your grocery store. Michael's is not a grocery store! Michael's does not sell produce, they sell craft stuff. There's a difference. Walmart could technically be a grocery store. Walmart usually does have produce. Kroger, I think, is the big one that is... I'm gonna make Kroger, frick it. This is like the bluest thing we have, and it's not even blue. It's like as green as Warped is. What does Warp look like in this texture pack? Ugly. Good to know. Let me make the Kroger... The Krogo? Is that a bad joke? Should I never say that again? Countdown is a grocery store? I've never heard of Countdown. That's interesting, Goldwood. I'll have to look into that for a tutorial in general, but I'm gonna throw a Kroger in here, and then this kid that's gonna live here can walk to get the apples. Krogers are brick. 1 second, let me find who at. No, I'm making the logo. Alright, I don't need this Shake Shack anymore. Kroger. That's not how you spell Kroger. There's no I in Kroger. Building. I don't know why it capitalizes the B in building. It gave me a corporate building. Okay. Can I find a cool looking one, or are they all gonna look stupid and ugly? Okay, I'm just gonna use like this for the logo and then figure it out myself from there. I eat paint. So is that why Michael's is a craft store or a grocery store? Is that why? I'm gonna push this up like 4 blocks. It's actually right. I got that right. Let's go. A rare occurrence. Is the K big or change of topic? That's a good time for a change of topic. You're at 8 Hello Neighbor maps. Dang, imagine. That's like 8 too many. Might do that. I am gonna do that. Krog. I'm gonna make these a block shorter because they look tall. You, Kruger. It's my favorite grocery store. God dang it! Place the right things in the right spots. It's not as hard as it sounds. I have them in a mismatched order. This is my excuse. I got the stairs at the beginning, which I never have. What logo not blue? It's blue! Literally, like, every Kroger I'm looking at is blue. Also, I know that was really aggressive. Cry about it. That is an interesting looking E, to be honest. But it for some reason works. Like, that shouldn't really look good. If I did like this. Looks worse. Blue, but a dark blue. Dark blue and white are on opposite ends of the spectrum. Also, there's literally no dark blue, except for this, but that's actually purple. Literally every Kroger sign I've ever seen has been blue, Zach. I've never seen a Kroger sign white. Go ahead, Google Kroger logo right now and it'll come up blue. $20. Not that I have $20 as well. Okay, maybe I do, but you get the point. That not exactly what I was trying to do. Why is this like this? Like who is like coming up with this logo and was like, "Yep, let's make it the weirdest thing anyone has ever seen in their life." It looks like a smile. That's definitely intentional. Okay, I had to confirm that it was intentional and that it wasn't just my Minecraft building skills. Looking questionable as always. Okay, I'm gonna make that actually a block lower. Well, I must be in Mars. Yeah, you probably do live on Mars. You're about as smart as the species on Mars. Sorry, I had to say it. No one was gonna, so. Two types, blue and white. Well, look, it's always gonna be blue. I, I know that is entirely not the point of the discussion, but whatever. And I will make the walls brick. Because Zach is crying about it. I'll make this 20, like 2 or something. Perfect, 22. And the logo section will be whatever size that ends up being. I'm not actually sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take spruce. Would this look weird if I did this? A little bit strange. Okay, I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we'll say 25. That seems fair. I don't know if this is going to stay red nether brick. I'm just making it red nether brick just as an example. That could be here. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yeah, that seems reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's how that math should work, I think. I don't really know. I'm not a walking calculator. Not this time. Sometimes I am, but today's not that day. Okay. Go look on Discord. I gotta open Discord? Unbelievable. Yeah, this should look alright. And then the logo might stick lower or higher. Which I might actually push it up a block then for the logic. Hold on. There's literally... Oh, never mind. There is a notification in my server. Why did this go to Geico? That's a freaking virus, Zach. I'm not downloading a virus. Even though I know it's not. It's a virus. Anyway, frick. Anyway. All Zach trying to give me viruses aside. Not this time. Ah. Okay. So this will leave 2 on either side. It's also gonna be a lot like my other Kroger, and I'm just throwing that out there right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cause I like my other Kroger, so why would I change it, you know? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Might actually fix this, though. One, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna start just throwing this together. That's also the wrong order. That's better. That might be a little bit too tall. Yeah. I have no idea why that picture's not loaded. Because you're a nerd, that's why. It felt your nerdy powers and was like, yeah, I'm not gonna load. That's 6 or 5. I can't count. Okay, it's 5. It's supposed to be 4. That's my problem. I was like, this feels tall. Lo and behold, it was tall. Take another block off there. Ah, I'm breaking everything but the block I wanted to break. Why do I feel like that happens like every day? One down, stair, stair, stair. Krog. Frog. I don't even know anymore. Wrong side. Not even the right block. This might be a little strange, but I'm gonna just keep rolling with it anyway. Okay, no, it's not really bad. Yeah, I think that's not necessarily a headbanger, so we're good. I always worry about those concussions, you know? You don't want to be banging your head on a Kroger sign. Some of the things I say are just generally weird, and that's one of them that isn't necessarily bad, just... I hate everything and everyone. I don't know why I hate everyone. They have nothing to do with this. Just like, you know, that was pretty cringe, to be honest. Okay. Z, I'm gonna make it, like, 25. It can't really be too big. Well, it can be that big. I'm gonna ironically name it K, which is one of the most passive-aggressive things you can physically say. Just the letter K, extremely passive-aggressive. Trust me, I would know. I use it a lot. I'm very passive-aggressive. Perfect. Now I can get rid of this garbage. It's ironic, which is ironic that I'm calling it garbage, considering it's basically what I just did. Ooh, that didn't exactly go low enough. There we go. Didn't go high enough, though. I give it that much credit. Hello, Toke. Also, not that you joining made me think of this, unless it did, which it might have. But I was going to say this when I was working with the logo, and I just completely forgot until right now. For the people who this pertains to, the Hello Neighbor tutorials will be coming out eventually. Just be patient with it, please. I have other tutorials I also want to get to. I'm getting, like, city suggestions. Like, I just got one recently, which I have ready. I just got to record it. But, like, yeah, these things are going to come. Just kind of, you know, I asked for a little bit of patience in waiting for this. And the pre-alpha player house? Yes, pre-alpha player house will be out soon. Just, again, I ask for a little patience, please. That would be very awesome. Because, yeah, I got a lot of tutorials to punch out. And quickly. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that. I guess that's the theme of the shopping center, huh? The strange roofs. Except that didn't have anything interesting, but that has a little ridge. And that's kind of just generally slanted. Getting 50%. Let's go, Infinity Force. Or Dash. I'm just gonna call you Dash. I'm gonna keep saying that and probably not actually do that. But you know what? It's gonna happen this time. That might look weird. I might leave this a gap. Yeah, I might leave that a gap. And then do something interesting with it. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't gotten that far. I just know it's there. I have no idea when JD's going live next. I don't particularly talk to him enough for that to be information, although it's interesting people think that I would. That's a very bold assumption. And Kroger sounds like a baby store. That's kind of true. Yeah, that's fair. Dabbing intensifies. That's true. Alrighty. And then I'll do something with this. Will I do anything with this, or am I just gonna bring the sandstone back a row and call it a day? It's a lot of dabbing. Another moderator just handled this. Thanks, whoever that other moderator was. I don't know who it was. Like, how it doesn't tell me. Like, I'm the owner of the thing. You'd think it would tell me who the moderator was. Like, Val handled this, because I know Val's in the chat. So I'm just gonna blame him. What did I do 4? Why did that one make dirt, but that one didn't make dirt? Not the sentence I was intending on saying today. But that was the sentence that came out. That's... Oh, because this is not centered. Oh. Interesting. Well. I could sacrifice the center for that. I think it's fine. Dabbing was earlier than 2020, you realize. Dabbing was like 2018, or no, it was 2017, I think. My god, that makes me feel a little old. So I suppose nice try, but yeah, no, you're a little off with your math. Make this granite, just got a different color in here. Make this new red nether brick. And that's not just because that's a fancy thing, I don't really know. Fancy pants is what that is. See you later, Will. Fair enough, Gonga. I don't know if I acknowledged that. I think I did acknowledge that. Well, I acknowledged it again. Get double the acknowledgement. Looks okay. Not the greatest thing I've made. So that about sums up the city pretty well. It looks okay, not the greatest thing I've made. Like, that's literally the city in a nutshell. Although it's turning out okay. Like, okay enough for me to look and be like, yeah, I can live with this. It's different. It's more of me trying to branch out, you know? Like, I got weird textures, I might as well fiddle with them. Ooh, my knee just cracked. I might as well fiddle with the weird textures I have and stuff and just try to make the most with what I have. I also can't wait till they have the cherry blossoms. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be such a nice block to use. It's better than I could do. Fair enough. I mean, building isn't that hard. I'm gonna say that right now. I feel like a lot of people are like, I mean, yeah, it's better than I could do. I mean, I say that sometimes too, to be honest, to people. But, like, it's not that bad once you kind of get accustomed to it, you know? It's kind of just a process of getting what you want and how you want it down. I might actually polish granite here, too. Add some more pink, and I'll bring this up another row, I guess. I gotta bring this up another row. God dang it, place! Thank you. My god, that was a little bit frustrating. That might not be enough of a contrast. I want something that kind of sticks out more. But also not too much. Like, cobblestone might actually work well. Because we have the stonework base, so... But normally it's really low detail. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Although I tend to notice that, like, when I'm making games, my detail level goes through the roof. And I'm not sure why. Like, and you'll see it eventually. I don't know when I'll show it. fully, but you've seen me making the museum probably, and like how much more detail that has than like the city, like especially. And I'm gonna throw this out again. Little Nightmares 2, that thing is overly detailed. Not really overly detailed, but it's a lot of detail. Like everything, I just put a little bit of like as much work as I can into. Toke, I have shown my face, although I have not really done a full face reveal, I suppose. I haven't done a reveal. Also, on the note of detailed building, actually, hold on, let me just, like, confirm this number real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, no, I think I thought it was 23. It is 22. Okay, interesting. Hold on, let me just count it on the other side. Alright, nice. That leaves me a good amount of space, too. Although the Kroger's gonna be practically in their backyard, but it's fine. I got something wild coming up. Hopefully sooner rather than later. It might be like a month. I'm gonna say it's something that it literally will not see the light of day until it's out. But it's gonna be a process. And there's actually two things I have going on that are gonna be processes. One of them, I'm not really sure how it's gonna turn out. The other, I'm kind of more focusing on right now. And once I get that, I think, done as far as the building side of it and the, I guess, getting most of it recorded side, I'll start to kind of focus on the other one. The other one's probably not going to be out for a while. I'm probably going to say this right now, and you're not going to see this till, like, October, maybe. Only because it's just kind of weird. And to get it right is going to be a pain, and it's just going to be interesting. Although the other one, I think, is going to be hopefully soon. Hopefully within a month. Hopefully by beginning of May. Although, again, it depends on how editing and stuff goes and actually confirming how the thing needs to work. Which is a weird... I'm wording that very vaguely on purpose. There's, like, some things with it that I have to confirm before I actually make it a video. Which, I know I probably should have confirmed them already, yet I didn't. Because it's like, oh well. Looks pretty cool. Ever played Ark? I have not. I feel like I've heard of it though. But I've never seen it. I've never watched videos on it. What if... Alright, hear me out with this one. What if I had from the parking lot, I had an exit just go straight into the neighborhood? I probably wouldn't do that. Dinosaur survival game. Oh, interesting. Voice crack slightly. Minor, but it was there. Can never escape it. Let's kind of get some of this done. I feel like I have the parking lot structure blocked as well. This is going to be interesting. Damn, we should have pushed that neighborhood a little further away, but it's fine, I think. Again, like, hey. Imagine just living here, right, and just having, like, a mini shopping cart that just, like... You just bought a shopping cart online or something. That'd be amazing. You just ride it on over. Easy. I'd honestly do that. We, stayed at a hotel in New Jersey. For Flagship. Actually, both years. And we had a store, like, within walking distance. Like, when I say within walking distance, like, you literally walk outside the hotel, you'd make a left, and it's right there. And it was pretty nice, because we, like, had to go and get water or something? I don't know what it was. But it was, you know, it was just nice. Wasn't that far away. Ooh, wait, I might have screwed up the doors. Sort of. I gotta just push it up a block, I suppose. I'm only gonna fiddle with this one though. The other ones I'm gonna just leave as is, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nice. Got the front done. Now I just gotta make the back of this entire shopping center, which I think these two are gonna be weird to do. I'm gonna start with Kroger, and then I'll kind of just like fill in the what I have left, basically. Probably shouldn't be that big. I mean, gotta feed an entire neighborhood, I guess. Is that good? Let me also line up this with the Best Buy just to see how it lines up. It should be in line. If it is in line, I'm gonna change it because I don't want it to be in line. Huh, it is. Interesting. I'll make it like, I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I'll make it 2 blocks shorter just because. Make it another 2 blocks shorter, actually. That works. Shake Shack does not need to be that big. I can probably bring this in a lot. And then I'll make, Crumble a decent size, but not really extremely big either, because that doesn't have to be large. I'm just kind of big enough to get the point across, I suppose. Yoink. That's so loud. Also, on PC, it's a different noise. It's more of like a doo-doo. It's weird, I don't know. Except not that, I don't know, it's weird. It's the other Minecraft sound. I don't know what you expect. Is it brick? It is brick block, isn't it? Yup. 441 blocks filled. That's great. It saves me the time of filling that in. Take it slow. That way I won't mess up. Too bad. I'm kind of tired-ish. It is, that might be too tall, but I'm gonna go for it. Yup, it was. I knew it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I also gotta continue that Rocket League thing again. That building Sovereign Heights. That's kind of a hard thing to find motivation for. That's not as easy as some of my other projects. I'd say it's the hardest. That in Project Playtime, I really gotta find a stride in because, like, man, oh man. But I also kind of need really one person, which that one person would probably be XD to continue that. But XD has not been alive in like a year. Not really. It's been a long enough time for me to say that it's been a long enough time for me to actually have this conversation. But yeah. At this point, it's like, yeah, whatever. Bring this in a little bit. Again, Shake Shack should not be huge. Maybe like there. That doesn't line up. Would that line up or does it need to be 1? I feel like it needs to be 1. No, it's alright. Oh yeah, because I made this in the wrong spot. That's why. Anyway. Is that tall? Oh, it's shorter. Okay, interesting. So this will go up to a height. I'm not really sure. I think that's a block too tall. It looks like a block too tall. Yes. I'm just that smart. And then this will go something like this. Although this might be different. I have to see how to place blocks first. I have to see to place the blocks. I have to see how the math is. Okay, so it is one back. So, yeah, I have it right. Cool. And then let's bring that back a block there, really, only for now. You know, back will just be clay. And that should be a fairly decent size. And then even if I had to, like, I don't know, I could put a little, like, compartment back here that is Kroger's. Which I know is a little bit strange and probably not how the real world would work, considering rent is a thing. Which is kind of cringe, to be honest. Like, man, it's a store. Let them pay their, or let them not have to pay their rent. I know churches don't have to pay taxes, which is interesting, but also kind of makes sense, I suppose. That was a random fact, but oh well. Do I bring the dark oak or do I just keep bringing the clay up? Maybe I do this and bring up the dark oak. Because I still want to bring it up, you know. I think it's a block shorter. Yes. And the roof will probably be trimmed with dark oak, but it probably won't be dark oak. It'll probably be white wool. Like that is. God, every time I see the pop-up, I think it's a chat message. Because that's how it used to be on PS4, but it's not that way anymore. Although they tend to have some sort of lineup a lot of the time. Like there. Hello, Kelly! I guess Crumble will go further back than this, so Best Buy isn't like 69 blocks further back than everything else. Oh my god, my frickin' knee hurt. It hurt. It did not. It did hurt. It doesn't hurt. It's a joke. It still hurts. Not a funny joke, but a joke nonetheless. Just remember, a joke doesn't have to be funny for it to be a joke. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. But, you know, it can still be classified as a joke, even though it's the least funny thing you've ever heard in your life. Maybe that's just me trying to boost my self-ego. Not really sure. Something like that. Anyway. Bring it back to, like, there. That seems reasonable. I mean, I can PS friend you, but I'm not going to do a PS party on stream. Just for a lot of reasons. My biggest reason always, and I'm not going to throw you under the bus and say you do this, I would probably bet money you wouldn't. Although I'm not a person to bet money, so I wouldn't actually bet money. That's all a lie. But, like, you know, just, you know, some weird things can happen. I rarely do. Sometimes I will with, like, Gaming Pro or whoever, but, you know, I've known them for long enough to know that they aren't going to grief my stream, I guess, for a lack of better terminology. They are called elbow cough. But everybody's like, yup, this is dabbing. Yeah, no, I know you wouldn't. It's just the general point, I guess, to also make it fair. Haven't had an issue with that, would rather not have an issue with that. I'm always skeptical with, like, you know, I'm always skeptical with that stuff. Especially with people like, hey, can I join? And then it's like, nah, sorry, world's not public, and they instantly leave. How much that happens, I wonder how many of those people had not good intentions with that, you know? Just a thought. Nothing more, just a thought. But also, like, you know, it's a genuine question, right? You know how people are. Doggo bark. He's absolutely howling. Like, with urgency. Like, you know, you got those, like... You got those barks, but then there's the urgent ones, like... Something's about to, like, murder, like, I don't know what the heck she just got spooked by. She barks at the stupidest things anyway. Frickin' the wind. Literally nothing. Every time she goes outside at night, her first instinct is to bark. Not sure why. But, you know. No, you cannot, Gamga. Get out of here. Well, that's quite ironic, Tyler. Sorry, I was necessarily go to City Part 100. Oh, we'll get there eventually, trust me. See you later, Will. Yes, sir. I don't know how much longer I'll go, actually. We'll see. Feeling just fine right now. Got enough mojo to keep going. Sometimes I just randomly, like, lose it. Like, I just don't have it in stream sometimes, and I feel like you can tell. Kind of started this stream a little bit that way, but I found it. Finally, someone told her to shut up. Got tired of hearing her. I.e. my dog, not anybody in the chat. Gotta make those like that so I can make these white wolves. Yeah, for sure, Gamga. 100%. It's about accurate, though. I hate how accurate it is. Xbox and VR. Ah, yes, VR. I gotta whip out the VR. I want to look at the height limit house in VR, which is, by the way, what I call that thing. So if you hear me ever reference height limit house, that's that really tall thing. I think I put that in the title. I don't know if I did or not. Maybe I didn't. But it's easier than saying the house that goes all the way to build limit. I looked away at the chat and everything went downhill the second I did. Yup, that's normal. If Minecraft really needs to fix that, like, if I'm placing upside down slabs or normal slabs, right? In no world am I gonna want to randomly just be like, actually, here, I'll show it in the store. In no world am I gonna be like, you know, one right here I'm feeling an upside down slab. Like, no, who wants that, right? Who wants to do that? And I did that intentionally as well. To prove my point, because it's very easy to do, especially if you're not paying attention or your controller looks up a little bit too much. Are literally all these the same height roof? Oh my god, they are. I didn't even do that intentionally. That'll create an interesting look. Gorilla Tag be a VR game? Yes, I've heard of Gorilla Tag, I think. People in my group used to play something or some sort of off version of it. I think they played a Rec Room ver- Maybe they didn't, actually. But I don't know, they played something like it. I never did. Timing Hello Neighbor House. Bye. See you later, Goldwood. Enjoy. I do like making Hello Neighbor custom houses, I can't lie. Game itself, I'm not gonna lie, Hello Neighbor itself is garbage. Hello Neighbor 2 is boring to make, in my opinion. There's nothing interesting about it, but like Act 3 and those types of houses, I just love making them, they're fun. Which is why I like making the height limit house and why I got finished in like a week. Some things you just find that you're like, man, this is really fun to build. You gotta find the right thing. LN2 is, like, sometimes fun, sometimes not fun. I enjoy making, like, the townhouses and the, like, some of the rooms. Sometimes they're boring. The school was after, like, after about 15 or 20 hallways, it got a little bit repetitive. But it wasn't bad to make. It was just, you know, it just got too much of the same, right? And then is this? Okay, no, they aren't off, never mind. And then it was just, you know... Act 3 is pretty hard, which I'm gonna also throw this out here. For anybody who is... Oh, they aren't the same height. That's unfortunate. For anybody in which this pertains to, for any reason at all. I'm gonna say... Wait to follow my act... Or wait to make my Act 3 tutorial until the new one comes out. The old one's not worth it your time. Unless you want to do both, then sure, go for it. But how many comments I'm getting on that old one, it's just like, you know, it's just slightly making me die inside, like, man, how many people think this is, like, up to the standard, and it's just, it's not, to put it simply. It's not what I want it to be at all. And I'm not gonna go out and say, man, this thing sucks. But, well, no, it does suck. That's not a lie. But just like, you know, it isn't really worth it to make. When the new one's gonna be more episodes will have, or more parts, I should say, because parts are tutorials, will have an interior done. And right, the old one does not have a proper interior, which, well, it has a full interior, just not proper, because a couple of rooms are wrong. One roof part. Act 1 roof is, something else. I'll say that. But that was pretty fun for me to make as well. It wasn't fun, it was painful until I actually got it right. It looks awesome in my opinion. I love the way that my new Act 1 looks. Especially when you compare it to the old one, which there will be a thing with that eventually. I don't know if I'll actually show it. Well, I probably will. I'll probably slowly pump out those pictures of the news and the olds as I make the remake ones. Like, whenever Alpha 1's getting set, you'll know, because you'll have the old new. Guess my neighbor house, and 5 hours later I'm still in the first floor. Ouch! It's either, is that really big, or are you just going really crazy with it? Like I said, detailed crazy. Hello, E-Wilkie. I might play Pizza Tower. I'll look into it. I still have to do that, but I will, hopefully. Sometimes I say I will and I just don't. I'm gonna be real with you. Just for also, like, sum up. What specifically is Pizza Tower? Because I've heard it mentioned a lot. But what is it exactly? Because, like, I'm very specific with the games I play. Like, I don't play a lot of games. I generally stick to the same ones. Literally, I don't have many games more than, like, 200 hours. My top 2-hour games are Minecraft and Rocket League. And they're, like, by a landslide. Minecraft's almost at 3,000. Probably by the end of the week it'll be 3,000. Rocket League's at, like, 700 now. I think third is probably one of the NHL games at, like, 200. Like, there's no... Or maybe 300. Like, it's a pretty big gap. So, you know, I'm probably going to be picking... Might shrug off the idea. And I don't mean that negatively. It's just, you know... If it's not interesting, I won't play it. That's, I guess, the big... Platform will run very fast. Interesting. Yeah, I'll look into it more. Platformers are interesting. See, the thing with platformers, right? They can either be really good or really bad, and there's not really an in-between. Like... What is Little Nightmares? Little Nightmares is... Hello, Lefty. Little Nightmares is basically a horror game where you're really small and you have... It's a puzzle horror game where you're small and you basically work through different aspects. Like, for 2, it was like city and like forest and stuff. And your objective is to basically beat it. That's, I guess, as obvious as that goes. And, yeah, really it's... How do I exactly, like, I guess make it logical? I don't know how to make it logical, to be honest. This is true, Lefty. It's only on PC. I do have PC, so that's not really my concern. But yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe LN, the LN, or Little Nightmares, or whatever you may call it. I call it LN. It's kind of wild, to be honest. It takes... It was actually, I'm gonna say it's probably, I'd say out of every, like, game that I have played, and I've played a lot of games, out of every game that I've played that has, like, some sort of progression, or is like a story-ish game, I'd say it was probably the second best executed game. I can't really say it was better executed than Portal 2, specifically. Portal 2 was, perfectly executed. Portal and Little Nightmares are the 2 best executed games I've played. And it's not even close. I love Portal. Portal's amazing. And then I just can't really... You know, Little Nightmares 2 has also kind of made a good case for that. I'm gonna make the roof of this, I think, acacia, just because it'll be better to do it this way. Thank you, Logan. Hello, Gamer MC. Imagine being back. 69% is so funny. Oh, God. What if they made a 69 joke? Did I do something weird with that? No, I didn't? No, okay. It was kind of hard to tell, because I couldn't tell if it was a stair, or if it was like a stair, or a corner stair with another stair behind it. It looked kind of weird. Yeah, it's always nice to get some new blood around here, you know? Sometimes you get tired of the same old ones. I mean, not a ton. That's a joke. But, like, you know, it's nice to get some fresh conversation in. Make Big Ben. I feel like I would accept that challenge. I think I would accept that. I'd have to, that'd be a time lapse. I would do that, though. I wouldn't do that in, like, the city, for example. Although I could make a clock tower in general in the city. But to be, like, specific with that, I wouldn't put, like, a monument in here. I'm not Gonga. Sorry, Gonga. I had to throw you under the bus with Square Mania. Which we really gotta do again. We should always try something new. No, yeah, I do like playing new games. What is the last new game I played? Garden of Banban? I guess it would have been Garden of Banban, huh? Interesting. I want to play Security Breach again. I gotta revisit that and just kind of like, you know, try to get some achievements or just, I don't know, get another ending or just something, because I didn't get all the endings. Alright, nice. Shopping center. Consider it done, other than the parking lot. But the parking lot doesn't count. What is too big? I don't know what Buckingham Palace is. I've wanted to make Taj Mahal. That's something that I've had interest in making. And also, the White House. White House? I think White House is the one I had. Garden of Banban. Garden of Banban was okay. I didn't really... which is why I kind of didn't play the second one. Because after playing the first one, I was like, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you know, it's a solid enough game for me to, like, you know, play it and not, like, quit after 15 seconds. But, you know, it wasn't anything crazy to me. It wasn't, and I don't mean this negatively towards the game. I don't think that you know, the game was not, you know, terrible. I just didn't hate playing it or anything. I just think that the concept wasn't original, right? We have Poppy Playtime, we have, you know, other games like that. Poppy Playtime is the big one that comes to my mind. We have, you know, it's just like that horror game has kind of become I guess, even Emily Wants to Play, you could argue, right? Because that had that same kind of, like, children's toys vibe, except not kind of, like, morphed as much. Kind of just, like, creepy and alive, like little dolls. That was a little bit different. But that's kind of like the earliest game that comes to my mind when I think of that idea. Easter-themed house? Giant Easter egg? I can make a giant egg. In real life. Let's do some skyscraper work. I think that'd be a good spot to end. Which I know... end is a little bit in quotations there. But, you know, maybe we make a skyscraper, maybe we start a skyscraper, maybe we just kind of lay out some roads, maybe we'll just do something over here to get a little bit more progress. We're 7 hours later, still making floor 4. Ouch. That's tough. But I mean, you did the inside. I'm assuming you're doing the inside at least. I don't know, unless you're going crazy big. I don't know, man. I don't think I need this anymore. I know this is the wrong series, but cry about it. Oh, right, to build a guillotine? That's a little bit dark. Hello Neighbor is bad. As in, gameplay-wise, it's bad. Concept, perfect. Well, not perfect. Really good concept. With the, like, there's, like, the way it was on paper, right? And, like, when you actually look at the game, it looks good. And it is a good concept. But the actual execution itself was really bad. Except Hello Neighbor 2 improved. But Hello Neighbor 2 didn't take what Hello Neighbor 1 had, and it didn't. Hello Neighbor 1 had the looks more, but Hello Neighbor 2 had the gameplay better. They didn't, the one thing that they missed in Hello Neighbor 2 was that Act 3 type of house. Maybe not quite as crazy, but just something big, something crazy. That's what makes Hello Neighbor good, in my opinion. Without those types of houses, Hello Neighbor's bad. Lore, yeah, lore is good. Overall, I think looks and concept are good. Puzzles, at least in first game, are terrible. AI and just gameplay in general was really bad. Even in the second game, like I was playing through the second game again because I got it on Steam so I could build it, and it was just abysmal. Like like I literally couldn't do anything because wherever you go, doesn't matter where you go, the person that's in the house that you're trying to go in is right there. It doesn't matter what building it is. You can't escape them. And it really annoys me because, right? Like, you're crouching, whatever. After about 15 seconds or 20 seconds of being in a room, the guy just shows up. Like, why? Why are you here? I don't think, and I think that's a little bit of also the size, right? That was, I think, what made Hell Neighbor 1 easy is because once you hit a certain point in even Act 2, like, the neighbor just wasn't going to really follow you. You kind of could get away from him and not really deal with him. Hello Neighbor 2, you couldn't do that, right? And he was everywhere. Museum, I think, was a perfect size. Museum was done well. But again, I think the creaky floorboards, I like that concept of where he would hear you. But just the fact that you go upstairs, he goes upstairs. Doesn't matter if you make a sound or not, he follows you. And it ruins the fun of it. Good skyscraper themed review, interesting. Second game was a lot shorter, my god. Second game literally took me like 2 hours to beat the first time when I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, enough ranting. I could pop a skyscraper onto this section over here. Maybe. Let me look around. And see what I have to do. I'm gonna make some sort of monument somewhere. Or like, I guess landmark. See, they should have stuck with like the Alpha 1 style for the full game. Alpha 1 is still the best house in my opinion. Alpha 3 I think was also solid. Alpha 3 was kind of where it started to get crazy, but it wasn't quite overboard. Act 3 was overboard. But also, like, I think if the puzzles were executed right, it would have been a good size. But, hence, that's not how that works. So, you know. I guess here I could put one. I'm making an apartment complex here. So I'm going to make this one a little bit different. But it's still going to be a skyscraper. None of that's going to change. It's just... It's going to have some different mechanics and stuff. So, like, there's going to be, right off the bat, there's going to be a double door right here. I'm actually going to make this, like, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use white concrete just because I can, and then this will come up, and then, you know. I'll go up to, like, there. That seems like a fair spot to go to. Some windows on the normal house, like we're right there. A little bit of a strange spot for a normal house, but I mean, hey, I'm making I guess apartment or hotel or something. Probably apartment because this is a stairwell. That's what it would be. Now, assuming I actually never do the inside of this, or assuming I do the inside of this in like 4 years, Maybe I won't remember that. That's also something that's an interesting thought. Which let me catch up on chat real quick. Amateur is better. Should work on ADHD. Focusing, man. Even though I don't think I have ADHD, I mean I could have ADHD. I'm not actually positive on that, but like, man, ADHD focusing. I feel for that, man. Like, that's gotta suck. I got them in Batman City build. That's actually an interesting idea. I've never done any superhero builds. What was I gonna say? 2.0 exists. I made it. Probably nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's a April Fool's joke I did a year ago. Just for context. But, Helldivers 3, if they're making a third game, they gotta do it right. Like, they can't keep disappointing us like this, man. But, they just, like, they gotta figure it out. Because with where they've been kind of trying to go, right? I mean, it isn't bad. Hello Neighbor 2 wasn't bad. Just, they haven't been, like, it doesn't feel like the concept is very, I don't know. They're trying to beat around the bush and they're trying to be unique with it, but it's a concept that they just gotta go bare bones with. Like, you don't want to fancy it up, you don't want to be cool with it. Just make it as it originally was. I guarantee you 90% of the people that have played Hello Neighbor 1 would just prefer it, or that play Hello Neighbor would want a game like the first game, just executed better. But at least they listened for Hello Neighbor 2 and they like actually tried to improve the game, which I respect. Again, my parents ended it on a cliffhanger. Hold on 1 second. Better should I say this? Nah, go for it. No shame here. Nobody will judge you in the chat, and if anybody does, they're gone. Not fully, just like, you know, banished to the Shadow Realm. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, hey. I'm also, oh, well, I'm not old, but sometimes I feel like it. I'm gonna throw some blocks in between this. What do I want to throw? Light gray? Concrete is a little bit too light gray. Which is not exactly a stone, maybe? Stone might be a better color. I gotta change this, because that's also that color. Brick, maybe? Brick might work well with the color scheme. Get rid of it all and then throw a little bit underneath. Okay. Fair enough, crazy. Looks like you're going to Brazil. Back in my day, cracks back. We fought in. That's really unironically funny. Back in my day, we didn't have all this technology. I didn't say that properly. Back in my day, we didn't have all this. Frick, I still can't. Back in my day, we didn't have all this old technology and fancy stuff. Still didn't get it right, but got it better. Closer to the level I wanted it. So I gotta make these stairs line up now. That's my problem. Well, not really a problem. But, well, actually I made it line up with this, right? So this is divider 1, this is divider 2. 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that works, sort of. I should bring the polished basalt all the way up. Not exactly like that, but you know, that works. I might also do this, just for funny. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. See you later, Toke. Amazing content. Thank you, thank you. Got kind of bored and I'm back now. Welcome back, Goldwood. See, what you do now is you work on your thing while you watch my stream. That's big brain. I do that a lot. I did that when I was working on the Ravine in LN2. Because I got bored of it, so I was like, I'm gonna just, like, pull up a stream real quick. I could bring that forward a block. Gonna do that. It'll make sense. It makes sense in my head. Actually, no, it doesn't. I have no idea what's happening right now. I'm just letting my very indecisive brain take me places. Never said they had to be good places, though. Just places. And do I have this stick out at that length, or do I have that go back in? Kind of feeling having that stay at that length forward. It's got a little bit of depth, you know? Kind of lack it sometimes in my builds. Although I'm always crazy with it in tutorials. You know, I can just get a little bit more intricacy out of it. Maybe I go 3 windows and then I go back in. For like 2 windows or something. I don't really know. That might actually work. It's a pretty good size. Well, it's a little bit wide, but I can kind of make it work in an even-ish way. To be honest, the basalt on the side looks like AC vent. That's true. Kind of does. Yeah, I can see that. These are my recommendations, so I watch it. Nice gamer, MC. Yes, sir. Join the squad. Gonna name a video game. Should I? Sure, go for it. Oh my god, sorry. 2-in-1 double whammy. Yes, sir. Easter eggs, maybe. That's a lot of numbers. Alright. I'm not a huge, personally, I'm not a big Marvel fan. I'm not a big, like, superhero guy in general. I'm not really sure why. I just kind of am not. Never really gotten into that stuff. I like Transformers. Transformers is pretty cool. I know I'm still a child inside, cry about it. Transformers is cool. Although it's kind of gone downhill. Really, like 2 and 3 was the peak. 4 is where it all fell apart. Back. Welcome back to Gaming Pro. Ever played PvZ? I have played PvZ. PvZ is not actually that bad. Where's ever the Red Ranger back? Alfred just come out of the shadows out of nowhere movie. A classic. I don't know. I'm not feeling this right here. Let me just try something interesting. Not exactly that. That wasn't my plan, although that works. Yup, open the door. Open the door that literally leads nowhere. Let's try this. And I will divvy this up a little bit here. What would they make for? I don't know. Good question. They have, I want to say like 7 now or something. Transformers does. I mean, like, the thing with that, too, right, is, hey, if it makes money, let's keep producing it. That's kind of the thought process there. And Transformers does well, so they're like, alright, let's make another movie. But they switched, directors. It used to be Michael Bay through last night, I think. And then Bumblebee, it was some other guy. Now it's some other guy now for the next movie. Why is everybody doing this? Look, it was an accident, man. Leave me alone. Super greedy. Is it really? I mean, I guess it is greed, yeah, but also it's kind of slightly I mean, it is tactical too. It's right. You're sitting there. You're a movie maker. You're like, all right, this movie did good. Let's make more money off of it. You know, it's business. I hate that about business though, because how many businesses take advantage of that? Like a lot. There are honestly probably more businesses that like, you know, just do not questionable really, but you know, take advantage of some of these things. A lot of businesses do. Rise of the Beast. Rise of the Beast. Thank you. That's the next movie. Shows you how much I know. I stopped kind of watching after last night. Last night I watched and it was pretty good. I think last night was better than Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction I wasn't a huge fan of. But Bumblebee I never bothered to watch. And what was the other one? Dark of the Moon, all of those I did watch. Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, the first one I watched, and they all were solid. I mean, one wasn't the greatest, but also like I don't know, one bad. Oh, Bumblebee, nice. I also didn't really like. This is probably like this might be a hot take. I don't like the cartooniness. Yeah, that's how Transformers started, but as a movie series, like, it should be live action, in my opinion. Again, that's probably a hot take, but, you know. We're gonna make these shores floors shorter than the other ones. Feeling here, because window, stair, but then floor would have to be there, which is that was not intentionally rhymed. That was absolutely amazing though. Figure out what I want to do with this, and then I probably will end stream, only because it's about that time. Actually, wait, no, this is what I did for the bottom, isn't it? Never mind, that works then. Although I might actually change this row to, like, clay or something, or just something slightly different. Not that block. Like this. Something red. Probably not brick, because I don't want to do the brick every time, but I think the clay will add a nice little change. Well, we'll work on this next stream and probably get it finished, unless I do it in my free time, which I always say I'm going to do City in my free time, yet I never do. Hold on, let me catch up. Guess the word. The axe, but spelled wrong. Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime is Rise of Open the Door. No! Dr. Zombie wasn't sure they fight zombies and save survivors. Interesting. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, as I saved this into the playlist as per usual. Ads? No, ads are bad. Actually, I get ads, so I get money, so, no complaints. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.